So I've been using the Galaxy S24 Ultra for a month, and let me tell you my thoughts on it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the design and the build quality, the display on this phone, the cameras, the processor, and the battery life. Let's start with the design and the build quality. The design is a copy-paste from the S23 and the S22 Ultra with some minor tweaks. And that minor tweak is my favorite thing about this phone. The fact that the display is now flat. You don't get that curved display, which honestly, I don't know why manufacturers are still doing it. Just keep the displays flat so we can install proper glass protectors, not $100 glass protectors with a special glue and a UV light. Samsung is using a new material on the sides of this phone, titanium. Apple. As you know, there's a trend. Apple started it, Xiaomi did it, and now Samsung is doing it. But all jokes aside, I'm glad Samsung also copied Apple and put titanium on this phone. The reason is because it made the phone even lighter than what it was before, plus now it's more durable. If I drop it and it hits the side, I know I'm not gonna panic and be like, oh my god, it's damaged. But please, make sure you have a glass protector and a case on it, just in case if it hits it really badly. When it comes to the colors, you got titanium gray, you got black, you got a yellow, which honestly I don't like at all. And you got violet, which I personally think I should have gone with that, but I wasn't the trend of titanium gray. The reason that I like the violet more is because it's violet on the back and titanium on the side. And I personally like the two-tone color that Samsung has done on the violet. And if you purchase the phone through the Samsung website directly, you get 3 colors that are not available in retail stores. And those colors are orange, mint, and sky blue. Now let's talk about the display of this phone. I've been hyping the display of this phone before it was even released. The brightness of this display can go up to 2600 under direct sunlight. And this is not one of those gimmicky random numbers that manufacturers throw out like OnePlus does. I'll talk about that in the OnePlus review. But it actually gets to the 2600 nits brightness. It's a beautiful display with vivid colors and amazing contrast for it being an AMOLED display made by Samsung. But the only downside is that it cannot keep up with that 2600 nits brightness. And if you use it for a long term under direct sunlight, the phone heats up, the brightness drops down. And I personally don't like it because the brightness drops down too low that you cannot even use it under direct sunlight. I don't know if Samsung can fix that with a software update or not, but that's the only con that I have found with this display. Let's talk about the cameras. When it comes to the cameras, you got a 200 megapixel wide camera, a 10 megapixel telephoto with a 3x zoom, and a new 50 megapixel 5x camera and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. That new 50 megapixel camera sounds great on paper, but in my opinion, it's a full-on downgrade from the Galaxy S23 Ultra's 10x telephoto camera. Yes, the megapixel was way lower on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, but at least when you zoom in on the video, the quality wouldn't drop. With this one, I went to a Jonas Brothers concert and I realized that 10x, it wasn't like the Galaxy S23 Ultra, and I kinda was disappointed. I hope Samsung can fix it with a software update, but when it comes to the hype around the new 50 megapixel telephoto, it sounds good on paper, but in reality, it's not a good upgrade. In the past month of me using this phone, the camera has been a hit or miss. I was expecting it to be way better because the S23 Ultra had such an amazing camera that I was expecting this to be even better than that. But I am not happy with it. I put this phone through a test compared to the iPhone, the Pixel, and the Oppo, and when it came to the colors, this was the least accurate out of all of them, especially with the color red. The color red is not an easy color to capture, and I was putting it on purpose to the test. And yeah, the camera is sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit. Yeah, so not the best. When it comes to the camera, I feel like it's a miss, and the previous generation was better. After 3 generations, I can finally say the name of the processor, Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Nailed it. That's the new processor on this phone. Is it good? Yes, it's amazing. It flies through games. Does it heat up? Yes, it heats up like any other processor. That's amazing. But according to Samsung, there should be a better cooling system for this when it comes to gaming. They always say these stuff. I personally don't see the difference. The phone does heat up. Don't panic if it heats up. Every phone heats up. My Pixel heats up. My iPhone heats up. It's okay for your phone to heat up. It can be because you're under direct sunlight. It can be because you're holding the phone without a case and it's charging. You do not understand how many people hold their phone in their hand while it's charging and say, why is it heating up? Maybe it's because it's charging? A normal user will not see the difference between the previous processor to this processor. But someone like me that sometimes doesn't take his laptop on the go and would like to edit videos on the go, yes, I see the difference. It's fast, it's amazing. But One UI on Samsung phones makes this phone feel like it's a laggy and slow phone. Let me explain. On the Pixel 8, you got stock Android. On the OnePlus and also the Oppo, you got ColorOS or Oxygen OS, which is similar to stock Android, but One UI, it's iOS with Android look to it. There's a lot of similarities between One UI and iOS. I love how things are. I love how you can just swipe down and you get to the notification center and all those stuff. But when it comes to overall smoothness of the operating system, it's laggy, it's not good. And this is coming from an Apple user that loves Pixel and Oppo phones as his Android phone. The software experience is not there. I don't know, maybe because the phone just launched and Samsung will fix it with software updates. But do you see the trend? I'm constantly saying, I wish Samsung could fix things with a software update. And that's how I feel about this phone in the past month. Talking about software, the whole event was Galaxy AI Unpacked. Samsung announced some new AI features that they didn't have on the previous phones, such as Circle to Search, Live Translate, Note Assist, and Photo Assist. I was really excited about this Circle to Search. I use it on a daily basis. I love it, but it's not special to the Galaxy anymore because Google just released a software update and all the Pixel 8s have it. It's fine, right? The other AI things are just for this phone. No, apparently Samsung is gonna do a software update and bring it to the previous phones. That's fine, everyone can have it for free until 2025. Yeah, let's worry about the 2025 thing when 2025 arrives. Circle to Search, what is it? How do you do it? You basically hold on the home button and Google Lens appears anywhere on the phone. If you're watching a movie, if you're on TikTok, if you're on a certain website, sure, you can basically circle around anything you want and it searches it on Google. And I love it. I use it on everything that I want to find, but I don't know what to search because usually this is my search history. The thing that I saw on TikTok, which was blue and had a little circle thing on it. It's great for me. Live Translate, it works over the phone with specific languages or it works via text and it basically just translates things. It's good, but it feels like a beta thing and I don't think a lot of people would actually use it. Note Assist is basically a little AI which helps you to fix up your notes and make your handwriting slightly better and make it in different styles, which I personally use for this video, and it helped me a lot to summarize from websites, put it back in the notes. When it comes to the Photo Assist, it's basically Google Photo Editor, but in a better way. And the reason that I say in a better way, it's because when it comes to the Google one, you have to upload the photo, then go back to the photo, press the button, and then remove or basically put something in a different place or make it bigger. With this one, you just press on the AI button and you do what you want to do, and everything is happening at a seamless pace. But Google needs more steps, and I don't like that. I wish they used the power of Snapdragon to do that, but it requires internet connection, and sometimes it gets too slow because if your internet is not good, the results will take longer. An honorable AI thing that I need to mention, it's the new slow motion that's in the video or the Photos app. You basically can take high quality videos and turn it into slow motion just by holding your finger on the video. I thought it was a gimmick, but I have used it so much, and I personally prefer this over the normal slow motion mode. The reason is because when you go to slow motion mode, the quality downgrades. I personally don't like it, But with this one, you shoot the video at the high resolution and with the blurry background and everything that you want. Basically, you just slow that down and it genuinely looks good. The reason that I love it is because it does it better and faster than Adobe and Final Cut Pro. So my video editors out there, you would love that feature on this phone. And lastly, the battery life. Is it good? Is it bad? It's amazing. What do you expect? It's a massive, gigantic 5,000 milliamp battery on this with LTPO display and also the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 being power hungry but also power efficient. So when it comes to will it last you a full day? Yes, it will last you a full day. What would I give this phone out of 10? 7.6? Yeah, I think that's fair. And the reason is because Samsung hasn't quietly delivered the things that they announced in the keynote, and I just want to see if they can actually fix those little things with a software update. If they do it, this phone is easily an 8.5 or an 8.6. It's amazing, it's built great, it has beautiful display. Yeah, oh sorry, by the way, it has a pen. I forgot to say that. I don't use the pen. Hope you enjoyed this video and let me know in the comment section, did you buy one? And if you're gonna buy one, what color you're gonna buy? Please subscribe. As you know, I wanna quit my 9 to 5 and make this my daily job for you. Sorry my videos takes a while, but I'm testing the phones in the background. Until the next video, take care.